Today I'm going to add to my Clematis collection, and you may remember, I think it was back in May, that I planted 5 Clematis around the trellis. So every other trellis had a Clematis climbing up it. They all flowered, they were beautiful, but they've all finished flowering now. So I'm hoping that if I add these later varieties, then there should be, hopefully, some colour all the time. So these are the trellises, and at the moment every other trellis has a Clematis. So I have 4 gaps to fill. I have here a Dr Ruppel. I have, this one here is called a Justa, and I've already planted a Justa, which is opposite the other side of the garden, and that's just coming into bloom and looks so beautiful. Then we have this one, which is called an Ernest Markham, and then finally I have this one, which is called a Vitalba. So these are going to go on the remaining spare trellis. And I did say when I planted originally that I was going to keep them all to group 2s, because then I knew what I was doing, when to prune, etc., and wouldn't get confused. However, I've rethought that plan, because then of course it means they all flower at the same time, and if I go for group 3s as well, they are the more similar, group 2 and 3, because of the pruning. Might not be flowering, but the pruning is similar times. So hopefully I'll be all right, and I've written down in my phone the names of each one from left to right, and I will jot down what I have to do when with those, but they are quite similar. So I hope that makes sense. It sounds really confusing. So I'm going to plant the first one, show you how I do that. I actually watched Gardener's World, and Monty planted one a couple of days ago. So I've re-watched that. That is learning from the absolute expert. So if I follow his advice, I can't go wrong. So let's plant the first one. And I've dug the hole and made sure that it is about 3 inches deeper than the roots of this Clematis, because Monty says that is the best thing to do. A few inches below is where the actual roots are, so that it will always have good strength and be fine. So let's put that in. This is the Justa. Add a little bit of the slow release fertiliser to the bottom. The next thing Monty did was he filled up the hole with a whole can of water. So that's what I'm doing. That is soaking away. So that has now soaked away nicely, and then I can just backfill, and then the roots will all be nice and watered right from the start. Right, that's that one planted. I'm going to give it some more water as well. The other thing I'm doing is putting around the base just these little slates, is because Clematis don't like their roots in the sun. They like their heads in the sun, but they like to have cool roots. So I'm hoping that by putting these around, it will just stop the sun baking those roots. And then I'm going to unfurl it a little bit and just tie these first few in, and then hopefully the tendrils will take control. Just give it a little bit of help in the beginning, and then I come along every now and then and tie new growth in. This one has tiny little buds already. This one here. Oh, there's another one down there, so we'll put those on. So that middle one is Justa that we have just planted. Right, I have them all planted, and what I thought we could do is go round, I'll water them, and I'll explain what they're all called and go through their names, show pictures of what they look like. Some of them might not flower for the rest of this year because I may have missed the flowering time, but it is what it is. So I'm all hot and bothered now. Hope you like it. I'm glad to get them planted finally, and let's see what happens. I hope you're having fun in your gardens, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Take care now. Bye.